Hi guys, welcome to this tutorial, and in this tutorial we will be learning about buttons. Yes, buttons. So first of all we will create a window, and for that we need tkinter and we need to import it. So from tkinter we'll import everything and we'll create a window caps lock D K parenthesis and window dot main loop. There we go. So this is a normal window, ordinary window, nothing special. Now we'll be adding a button to this. So for that we'll give it a unique name, button, and this will equal to caps lock B, button, parenthesis, and inside we'll type a window, and then let's set the text to click me. Yes. And before that we'll just add it to the window. So we'll just have window.pack, button.pack. Now when we run this, we can see a nice little button. Okay, so for now it's pretty ugly button and it doesn't do anything. So let's change the font. So font, we'll type the font name as Consolus. It's a good font. Maybe the size will be 40. Actually, yeah, 40. And you can type in the type like bold or italic or underline, anything. So I'll be putting bold. Okay, so now the button should be better. Yeah, it's kind of hard to view the button. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's pretty decent button. Okay, so next we'll be changing the font text and the font color and the background color of the button. So we just have to type FG is foreground, and we can set this to maybe white, or in hexadecimal value hash FFF. This is the same as white. Okay, so you can barely see this. Now let me change the BG to, so the BG will be a special color I picked, and this is the color. Okay, you can choose any color you want, but I'm just showing an example of because I like this color. It's a pretty good color. Okay, so now when I run this, the button should look a bit more beautiful. Yes, it's better. So next let's give it a border. So border will be relief, and we can set this to raised, and let's set the BD, the width, to 10. Okay, so that will be good. Yeah, that's a nice button. So if you notice, when I click this, the color of the text and the background changes. It is like when you click a lot, it's kind of getting flashy and it's not pretty good. So what you can do is change the active background and the active foreground. So let's type in active foreground, and let's set this to maybe blue, so you can understand the difference if it's getting clicked. And the active background to the same color I chose as the background. Now when you run this, when you click it, it's still the same color as the background, only the foreground has changed. Or if you just want to keep it the same, you can just change this to white. Now I'll just rerun this. Yeah, you can understand if you're clicking it. So you can do something else too. You can add an image, but before that I'll show you how to add some functionality to the button. Now let's give the field command and type in click. So this will be our function's name. So outside the window, let's create a function. Let's define a function. So function, and it will be click as we have mentioned it here, and parenthesis. There we go. So now what we'll do, we'll print out the button has been clicked. So now whenever this button is clicked, this command will be run. So when this runs, this function will print out the button has been clicked. So let's see if it works. There we go. Now if I click once, you can see the button has been clicked. It works. So I can click it multiple times and it still comes. Let me go. Yeah, that's a lot of clicks. Okay, so that works. Let me just quickly hide this. There we go. Now one more thing you can do with this is make it increment by 1 while you click, so you know the number of times you have clicked. So for that we can create a variable here. So let's count and make it 0, and here let's make the count global. So it's like you can use it everywhere, this variable. And let's increment count by 1, and let's simply print out count. So every time this is run, the variable will be added by 1, so we can know the number of times we have clicked the button. Now when we run this, when I click here, it gets 1, 2, 3. Let's try to reach 100. Okay, pretty good. It's going fast. There we go. So we can know that we have clicked 100 times because of this particular code we have given here. Okay, so next thing we can do is add an image to the button. For that we will have to need an image. So I have this nice little image here. Now I'll just quickly copy this. We don't need this anymore. Select my project folder, right click and paste it. Click OK. There we go. We have our image there. And now we'll be creating a photo image. Like let's type photo equals to photo image. Type in window, and in here we actually okay, I'm sorry. So you just have to type file and set it to logo.png because it's in the same project folder as the Python file, so you can easily access it by just giving the name and just wow, that's a nice feature. You just type in for image equals photo as the name of the variable is photo. Okay, so now when we run this, you should be seeing only the image. That's because the image covers the text. What you can do is set the compound. So compound will equal to 10. No, I'm sorry. Like top or bottom, left or right. Let me show this all of you. So first we'll see bottom. You can see that the image will be in the bottom of the text, if you change this to top, the image will be top of the text. Change this to right, the image will be right side of the text. And if you change to the left, you can guess it probably by now, it will be in the left side of the text. So I'll just keep this to top, bottom. That's better. So that's it for this tutorial. See you next time. Why are you watching? Now, stop.